After a game like today, where the Carolina Panthers came to San Francisco with high hopes, 4-2, a measuring stick to face off against the 6-0 San Francisco 49ers, and they're going home with their tail between their legs. After a game like this, comparisons are always going to be drawn to last year, when they went to Pittsburgh on Thursday night and lost 52-21. Today, they give up 51 points, the second highest total in team history, and the third worst loss in team history. Afterwards in the locker room, accountability was the main word on everyone's lips.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at the tape and we'll go from there, but I'm not going to sit here and criticize. We'll take the blame, okay? We got beat by a better football team today. On me as the head coach to make sure we do things the right way, okay? Whatever happened on that football field will be corrected, and that's all we can do. I'm not going to look back, and I'm not going to put blame on anybody but myself. It's that simple.
Yeah, I think we can see what happens if you don't get it back on track. You let one bad night, ruin the entire second half of our season. That's what happened last year. You'd hope that we're more aware of that. We understand that. A lot of the guys in this locker room went through that, and have enough pride and have enough sense of what we're capable of to bounce back.
You hope you learn that you don't just go out and win games. That's kind of what happened last year. Is next game. Well, there's always a next game, but you don't just go out and win games. That's not how the NFL works. That's not how football works. You got to play. You got to make plays. You got to do what you're supposed to do. You got to play your gap, play your responsibility, and hopefully last year we learned from that. Understand that seasons are fragile and you got to make the most of every game.
The Panthers had prepared all week for misdirection, play fake, everything that a Kyle Shanahan offense has to offer. But in reality, they weren't able to stop the 49ers at all. The 49ers were able to pick up huge chunk plays seemingly at will. 388 total yards, multiple 40-yard plays, not Panthers defense.
Just left and right. They did a great job of coaching. We knew what was coming at us, but they found ways to tweak it even more here and there. It was flashy. It was flashy stuff that got the job done. So for me and the guys, we know what we have to do, and we got to watch this film, got to evaluate ourselves. And again, we're going to come back next week. You know how we are, high energy. We're not moping around. Again, this is one game. We're going to come out there, have fun, get back to us, and next week expect to play Panther football. So I'm going to go home just like I would if I failed a test. I prepare. I get in the lab even more. I make sure that I get my guys around me, and we're going to come up and we're going to go back to Carolina football. Again, we didn't play Carolina football. That's it. This is not like we just played our best and just got smacked up. We played our worst we could play. They played their best, and that's what it looks like.
In all reality, this is one game out of 16. The Panthers have to make sure that they don't let this loss spiral into a 7-game losing streak like they did last season. That kind of thing can't happen. They brought in veteran guys like Bruce Irvin, who in the locker room after the game said, I will not let this loss spiral into a 7-game losing streak. I personally will not let that happen. That's the kind of message that veterans have for younger players. But a huge part of this game may have actually happened before the game even started. Right behind me on the other half of the field, Cam Newton took 3-step drops, took 5-step drops, threw warm-up throws, and ultimately looked like a player on the path to return. When he returns, whether it's next week or 2 weeks, remains to be seen. But the reality is, he's getting better, traveling with the team for the first time this season, and as he walked out of the locker room, we asked, how are you feeling, Cam? He simply responded, I'm good. From Levi's Stadium, I'm Josh Klein for the Riot Report.